Welcome to MLC TV News Hour, reaching you live from the city of Lokoja, the Confluence State of Nigeria. I am Jane Gia Balagbubu. First, the headlines. President Muhammadu Buhari confers citizenship rights on 286 foreigners. Lagos State Government commences the decontamination exercise of 35 major bird markets. Chinese government delegation banned from attending lying in state of Queen Elizabeth II, and President Buhari rewards AMUSAN, BRUME, others with national honors 200 million naira cash. And now the news in detail. The President Muhammadu Buhari conferred Nigerian citizenship rights on 286 foreigners, including Lebanese, British, Americans, Egyptians, Syrians, Italians, and Palestinians. Of the 286 foreign nationals presented with certificates of Nigerian citizenship, 208 received certificates for naturalization, while 78 got certificate by registration. The President said the Ministry of Interior ensured that only deserving persons were recommended to the Federal Executive Council to be conferred with Nigerian citizenship. He assured the new citizens that Nigeria is a nation united by the principles of opportunity, equality, and liberty as enshrined in the Constitution. Buhari said no matter where you come from or what faith you practice, this country is now your country, the history is now your history, and traditions your traditions. Nigeria is your home and pride and joy. In his address, Minister of Interior Rauf Aregbesola said without any doubt Nigeria is a great nation, richly endowed and blessed with great people. Smart people continue to flock into the country to do businesses. He noted that Nigeria would continue to welcome every qualified citizenship applicant. President Muhammadu Buhari has approved the appointment of retired Major General Barry Udiomu as interim administrator of the Presidential Amnesty Program, PAP. It was gathered that the newly appointed top government official by President Buhari is replacing Colonel Miland Dixon Dikyo as the Amnesty Office boss. A statement by Special Advisor to the President on Media and Publicity, Femi Adesina, said President Muhammadu Buhari has approved the appointment of Barry Tariye Udiomu, retired, as interim administrator of the Amnesty Program. The appointee hails from Odoni in Shagbama local government area of Bayelsa State and was admitted to the Nigerian Defense Academy as part of 29th Regular Combatant Corps. He was commissioned second lieutenant in 1983. He held several command and staff appointments in the course of his successful military career. He retired in December 2017. A trained lawyer and alumnus of National Institute for Policy and Strategic Studies, NIPSS, Administrative Staff College of Nigeria, Badagry, Harvard Kennedy School, and George C. Marshall Center for European Security Studies, among others. Governor Babagana Umara Zulum has laid foundation for the construction of a 2 billion naira worth of multi-sectional skills acquisition center in Biu town. Zulum laid the foundation on Wednesday in Biu, shortly after he commissioned a zonal department for monitoring, evaluation, and special projects under the governor's office, which will serve southern Borno. There are similar zonal offices in Monguno for northern Borno and in Maiduguri for the central senatorial. The three zonal offices will have staff that will be monitoring the delivery of critical public services, programs, and projects. Meanwhile, the Skills Acquisition Center in Biu will have the capacity to give practical training to 3,000 youth at a time on different areas of self-proprietorship. The center is likely to have 16 workshops for practical teaching in areas of solar installation, air conditioning and refrigeration, commercial use of computer and ICT, tailoring and fashion design, automobile and mechatronics, electrical installation, leather works, barbing and cosmetology, plumbing and pipe fitting, GSM repairs, welding and fabrication, masonry and building, carpentry and joinery, tie and dye, among others. The Zulum administration is also constructing similar vocational centers in Monguno, Megumeri and Mafa, while in Dikwa, a dormant resort is being converted into a vocational training center. The Anambra State Commissioner for Commerce and Industry, Obinna Ugonadi, has sacked the interim caretaker committee chairman of Ogbaru of Relief Markets, Ogbaru local government area, David Obidike, and his secretary, Donatus Udoeke, over alleged involvement in construction of illegal structures in the markets. They were subsequently substituted by Daniel Ogbogu and Nana, chairman and secretary respectively, even as other members of the sacked Obidike-led committee were retained. Ugonadi expressed displeasure in the manner with which some market leaders flouted directives of the government. He said the two leaders were removed from their positions because they were involved in erecting over 19 structures inside the market within 3 months of assumption of office, collecting huge sums as bribe from developers without informing other executive members working with them. Reacting to the minor reshuffle, the new chairman of the markets commended the state government for finding him worthy and pledged to work in line with the stipulated guideline and directive of the state governments. The Lagos state government has said it has commenced the decontamination exercise of 35 major bird markets in the state to prevent avian influenza and other bird-borne diseases. The State Commissioner for Agriculture, Abisola Olusanya, disclosed this in a statement on Thursday, adding that the first phase of the decontamination commenced at Awolowo Market in Mushin. She said the Lagos state government is not only a proactive government, but a firm believer in the maxim that prevention is better than cure. And that is why, from time to time, in collaboration with the federal government, they go round the length and breadth of the state to decontaminate the bird markets and prevent the outbreak of bird diseases like avian flu. The veterinary epidemiologist at the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development, Dr. Sito Modupe, advised bird sellers to, aside from the decontamination carried out, make sure they employ biosecurity measures, which include the changing of cages from wooden to steel or plastics so that they would be easier for them to clean and disinfect. We go on a short break. We'll be right back.
Get human interest stories right here on MLC TV with entertainment, sports, business, culture, tourism, and fashion news stories all featured on MLC TV. Not forgetting political and current affairs news, state and federal government and people's matters will be discussed regularly on MLC TV. MLC TV, your one-stop online destination for unbiased, accurate news, entrepreneur ideas, and youth matters to the rest of the world. MLC TV, reaching everywhere, informing everyone.
Welcome back. A retired justice of the Supreme Court, Justice Clara Ogumbi, has assumed office as the chairman of the Police Service Commission, PSC. Her assumption of duty comes barely 24 hours after former Inspector General of Police, Musiliu Smith, resigned. The ex-PSC chairman was said to have been at loggerheads with the first leadership over the recruitment exercise until her appointment. Justice Ogumbi was Commissioner 1 in the commission and next in the hierarchy to the former chairman. The people of Igbira have secured the official gazette of a common name spelled as Igbira for the ethnic group. Ibrahim Ohi, the National Secretary of Ohiku Igbira Descendants Union, OEDU, in a statement announced the development. Igbira is an ethnic group indigenous to some part of Kogi, Nasarawa, Edo, and the Federal Capital Territory, FCT. They have been variously called Ibira, Ibira, Igbira, Ibira, Ibira, and Igbira in the past. According to OEDU, the official gazette of the common name Igbira is contained in the Federal Republic of Nigeria Official Gazette number 127, volume 109, dated July 14, 2022. The group said the adoption of the common name was carried based on the agreements reached during consultations with traditional fathers and stakeholders at Okene and Kotonkarfi conventions in 2010 and 2021, respectively. According to the statement, the Ohiku Egbera Descendants Union (OEDU) wishes to formally inform members of the Egbera Nation that the union has secured an official gazette of the agreed common name Egbera, spelled EGBIRA, for people of the Egbera Nation, comprising Egbera Opete, Egbera Miyakon, and Egbera Etuno, Igara. This is in recognition of the common ancestry and expressed desire to be so recognized for reasons of unity, numerical strength, and enhanced political relevance among the community of ethnic nationalities in Nigeria. People living in flood-prone areas in Kogi State have been advised to move to higher grounds to avoid loss of lives and property. The Secretary, Kogi State Chapter of the State Emergency Management Agency, SEMA, Margaret Akko, who made the call in an interview in her office at the State Secretariat, Lokoja, said the call became imperative in view of the spilling waters at the Kanji and Jeba dams as seen in a viral video and predictions earlier made by relevant authorities on 2022 flood. The Kogi State SEMA boss said flood as a natural disaster has in the past rendered many homeless and led to loss of lives and property, calling on those in flood-prone areas in the state to take immediate action to avert all unforeseen circumstances. Margaret Akko noted that SEMA in the state have been assured of state government support, stressing that the agency will live up to expectations. Margaret pointed out that SEMA has been partnering with other agencies like the Christian Aid and the National Environmental Standards and Regulations Enforcement Agency, NESRA, to sensitize those living in flood-prone communities in Lokoja and its environs. Now on crime. The owner of Always Petroleum and Energy Service Limited, Mohammed Jamil, has finally regained freedom after spending over 2 months in kidnappers' den. Jamil was kidnapped on July 9, 2022 at his residence located at Idare quarters in Okene local government area of Kogi State. The kidnappers, numbering 4, entered the house posing as business associates shortly after Mohammed Jamil returned from Eid praying ground in Okene town. A family source who never wanted his name mentioned said the oil mogul was released on Thursday night. According to the source, the family paid ransom before they could secure the release of their brother. Recall that this is not the first time that the oil mogul has been kidnapped. Jamil was also abducted in 2019 at one of his field stations in Okene, but was rescued by military officials after a few days in captivity. The military lost one of their officers while one of the kidnappers was also killed during the rescue operation. Now on foreign news. Brussels Airlines has cancelled all flights to Liberia over a malfunctioning navigation system at the main airport in Monrovia. The Belgium-based airline, in a statement, it is of utmost importance that they operate each and every flight in a safe, secure and compliant manner. It said all passengers affected by the cancellations will be contacted. The airline urged the management of Monrovia's Robert International Airport RIA to comply with safety regulations as soon as possible. The airline was the only Western airline flying directly to Liberia. In April, one of its planes nearly crash-landed at the Monrovia airport due to a power outage on the runway. A Chinese government delegation has been banned from attending the lying-in state of Queen Elizabeth II, according to BBC News. House of Commons Speaker Sir Lindsay Hall refused a request for access to Westminster Hall due to Chinese sanctions against 5 MPs and 2 peers, Politico first reported. Queen Elizabeth is said to lie in state there until her funeral on Monday. On Thursday, the group of 7 MPs and peers, including former Tory ministers Lynn Duncan-Smith and Tim Loctin, urged the Foreign Secretary to withdraw an invitation to President of China to attend the Queen's funeral. Let's join Jonah Malik for the sports update.
And on sports updates, the President MUHAMMADU Buhari on Thursday approved national honors of Officer of the Order of the Niger and cash award of 200 million naira for Team Nigeria's contingent to the 2022 Commonwealth Games and the World Athletic Championships. At an award ceremony held at the State House, Abuja, the President congratulated the athletes for their outstanding performances, saying their hour of sporting glory beamed the radar of the world on Nigeria, adding that their experts projected the positive image of the country. This is according to a statement signed by the Special Advisor to the President of Media and Publicity, Femi Adesina, titled President Buhari Reward Commonwealth Games World Athletic Championship Athletes with National Honors 200 million naira. They include gold winner and other medal winners, including world champion and record holder in the 100-meter hurdles, Tobiloba AMUSAN, Ese BRUME, Blessing Oborodudu, Oluwafumilayo Folashade, Taiwo Liadi, Ikechukwu Obichukwu, Bose Omolayo, Favor Ofele, Nasiru Sule, Ifechukwu Okoye, Ibikewe Nimon Wilson, Hannah Ruben, and Elizabeth Oshoba. Speaking at a presidential reception in honor of the athletes, the president said his government was committed to rewarding excellence. Describing the athletes as champions, worthy ambassadors, national heroes and heroines, Buhari said the awards will spur them to greater heights. And still on sports from tennis, Swiss tennis legend Roger Federer is to retire after next week Laver Cup, he said on Thursday. The Laver Cup next week in London will be my final ATP event, he said in a statement posted on his Twitter account. The 41-year-old winner of 20 Grand Slam titles has been out of action since a quarter-final loss at Wimbledon in 2021 before undergoing another bout of knee surgery. Rafael Nadal said it was an honor to share amazing moments with Roger Federer after the Swiss great announced his retirement from tennis on Thursday. In his word, he said, "Dear Roger, my friend and rival, I wish this day would never have come," Nadal wrote on his Twitter account. And that's sports update on MLC TV News. I am Malik Jonah reporting. Back to Akasta for more stories.
Thank you, Jonah, for the sports news. And over to Matthias Ayodeji Peter for the entertainment news.
On entertainment, MultiChoice Nigeria has announced a bumper coverage of the 2022 FIFA World Cup and a special Big Brother Naija Plus SA edition for its customers on DSTV and GOTv. This was disclosed at the MultiChoice Media Showcase, which held in Lagos. Speaking on the special coverage of the 2022 FIFA World Cup and the next Big Brother reality TV show, CEO MultiChoice Nigeria John Ube said all 64 matches of the World Cup in QUATAR will be live on DSTV and GOTv. He added that the special Big Brother edition will be even more intense with housemates from Nigeria and South Africa. Touching on the investment by MultiChoice in growing content offering for customers' pleasure, Executive Head of Content, MultiChoice Nigeria, Dr. Busola Tejumola, said customers will be spoiled for choice in the coming months as the company will be unveiling a chain of new programs on its Africa Magic channels. Highlighting some of the new content customers can look out for, Tejumola said popular comedy series The Johnsons will return for the new season, which will honor the show's late cast, Ada Ame. Speaking further, she said customers should look out for a new 260-episode local series, The Covenant, and another 260-episode local series titled Itura, starting from October 3rd. She added that the popular Africa Magic series, Tinsel, and The Ranchettes will also make a return in few weeks. All showcase content will be available to both DSTV and GOTv customers. Former R&B singer Robert Kelly, simply known as R. Kelly, has been found guilty of child pornography and sex abuse in a Chicago federal court. The 55-year-old singer was convicted of multiple child pornography and child sex abuse charges in the second federal trial looking into sexual assault allegations against him. According to the Associated Press, recall that in June, the singer received a 30 years prison sentence from a Brooklyn judge. The Chicago court proceeding, in which two of his associates were also defendants, followed the federal trial held last year in New York, where Kelly faced racketeering and sex trafficking charges stemming from nearly 30 years of abuse allegations from women and minors. After that guilty verdict, R. Kelly became one of the most high-profile figures in the entertainment industry to face legal repercussions for sexual misconduct allegations that came to light or resurfaced as a result of the #MeToo movement. The singer was found guilty on 6 of the 13 counts against him, 3 for coercing minors into sexual activity, and 3 for producing videos of child sex abuse. He was acquitted of conspiring to obstruct a federal investigation and was not found guilty of the remaining enticement and pornography charges. Kelly's co-defendants, Darrell McDavid and Milton June Brown, were cleared of all charges. Speaking from the lobby of Chicago's Dixon Federal Courthouse, Kelly's defense attorney, Jennifer Bogen, said they were not celebrating any win, but that they were happy the jury returned 7 not guilty counts in a 13-count indictment. As for Kelly's reaction, Bogen said he was relieved to have the trial behind him. American Grammy award-winning rap artist and songwriter Barclays Melanis Amazia, professionally known as Cardi B, has been sentenced to 15 days of community service after she pleaded guilty to assault in the 3rd degree and reckless endangerment in the 2nd degree. Cardi B has accepted a plea agreement, pleading guilty to 2 misdemeanor charges, and was sentenced by Queen's Court on Thursday. This comes nearly 4 years after she was arrested in October 2018 over a strip club fight. The original indictment from 2019 featured 12 charges, including 2 counts of felony attempted assault and various lesser charges in connection with the fight. 10 of the charges include both felonies were dismissed. The Queen's District Attorney, Melinda Katz, stated that no one is above the law. In pleading guilty, Barclays Amazia and 2 co-defendants have accepted responsibility for their actions. The office is satisfied with the resolution, which includes appropriate community service, Katz added. The rapper was arrested less than 2 months after the fight occurred in August 2018 at Angel's Gentlemen's Club in Queens and was initially charged with misdemeanor reckless endangerment and assault after she and some in her entourage allegedly threw furniture recklessly, causing injury to employees' feet and legs. Police said at the time she instigated the fight and members of her entourage carried it out. Cardi B was indicted by a Queens District Grand Jury in June 2019 and at the time faced up to 4 years in prison. She pleaded not guilty to dozens of counts later that month. Still on our entertainment news from Africa, Nigerian rapper Ice Prince has tweeted for the first time since his release from the Ikoyi prison. The music star was locked up in prison for allegedly threatening to assault a police officer. In a tweet shared via his Twitter page on Thursday, September 15, 2022, the rapper recognized the importance of freedom. "Freedom is priceless," he tweeted. Ice Prince was arrested for allegedly assaulting a police officer earlier in September. The music star was later arraigned and remanded at the Ikoyi prison till his bail conditions are met. And that is all on entertainment news today. My name is Matthias Ayodeji Peter, reporting for MLC TV.
Thank you, Matthias, for the entertainment update. And that is the size of our package today. Join us tomorrow at this same hour to watch our news as we give you updates on happenings within and across the globe. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Malachi TV, like and follow our Facebook page, MLC TV, Instagram, MLC TV 2021, and Twitter at MLC TV1. For your events, coverage, information, contribution, adverts and sponsorship, please call any of our numbers displayed on your screen. Join us Fridays and Saturdays to watch our special programs. It is Malachi TV, reaching everywhere, informing everyone. I am Jenji Abalagbubu. Please continue to be your brother's keeper to build a united and peaceful society together. Good day and thanks for watching. Do enjoy your weekend. See you on Monday.